Jesus, El Niño de Oro Maldonado, has been waiting for an opportunity like this all his life. He's in tough against a superstar from the RGV. He won't lay down. He will give him that fight. As to how well he can do, we will see. Flash knockdown scored by Relámpago. And now Maldonado getting up. And now getting on the offensive. Now, I have seen Jesus El Niño. I've been the announcer for fights of his. He had a very close fight with Silvestre Secario Quiñones, where he lost a majority decision. He had a very close fight against Samuel Gallofino Castañeda, where he lost a majority decision. Two top-level undefeated fighters trained by Roberto Garcia. Now, can he get the decision, come out close with a fight against a superstar like Omar Juarez? Well, vamos a ver.
And remember, guys, tonight, the fight of the night, main event, is brought to you by La Isla del Padre, South Padre Island. Remember, Tacos and Tequila Festival, September 14th and 15th. Make sure to be there or be square. Shout out to the sponsors, making it sure that you guys get this live broadcast straight to your phones, straight to your TVs, iPads, laptops. And as the action continues here, Maldonado versus Juarez. Juarez already with the early knockdown of El Niño de Oro. Niño de Oro seems to have recovered a bit. A little bit of redness from the eyes of El Niño de Oro. Even the ear, behind the ear, kind of seems a little bit swelled up. And what a hook by El Relámpago. El Niño de Oro stating that it was a hit behind the head. Obviously, we kind of didn't have the best view here from ringside, but maybe later on we would see a replay to verify that or not.
Not here to get rounds in, time in. He's meant that he. Maldonado, not the way that Maldonado wanted to start his, first round here. There's going to definitely have to be some adjustments made if he wants to survive all 6 rounds of this showdown. But you can see it in his eyes. Omar Juarez being trained by Rick Huerta Nunez out of San Antonio, Texas, along with Augie Sanchez. And right now, it just looks like Omar has been in control since the opening bout. That was a 10-7 round in favor of the young man from Brownsville, Texas.
Let's see if there's some adjustments by Maldonado's corner. Got dropped twice in this first round. Let's see what adjustments Team Maldonado can make to try to get some type of offense going against El Relámpago Juarez here, as the second round is en route.
Well, Maldonado already coming out more aggressive. The strategy, Aldo Davilos, his trainer, told him it's obviously more effective. A horrible first round for Maldonado, but now he's looking to do it a lot better. But Juarez maintaining his composure, his focus, staying true to his fundamentals. Solid left hook landed to Maldonado's head. It was past September. Juarez lost a very controversial a close majority decision to Rancis Bartholomew on Showtime from Las Vegas. It was past September. A lot of people thought he won that fight, including myself. Since then, he's had one victory over Clarence Booth, and now he's in here fighting tonight in the main event against El Niño de Oro, Jesus Maldonado, a tough fighter that, Maldonado has that reputation for going into opponents' backyards and, losing close decisions that many thought he won. I mean, he is going to give Juarez that fight. I mean, he's coming here to fight. He told me that he knows what this could lead to bigger things. I mean, he's been improving on his conditioning, running in the morning. The people that Niño de Oro, Maldonado looked up to were Canelo, Roberto Duran. He's got more motivation than ever because he's lost, very close decisions in the past. He knows this would be the biggest win of his career. And so he's going to really take it to Juarez. He can't give him any respect. Not in a good spot. Juarez cut off the ring completely, having him in the corner now, going to the body, going to the throwing the uppercut. You can feel the steam on those punches, but Maldonado showing his Laredo, Texas toughness. Bam, bam. There you have it, now leading in with his head right there and trying to get some offense in of his own. And both men now tied up, being separated.
And that's the adjustments that Niño de Oro has to do. He needs to produce more offense, because if he waits on El Relámpago is going to just find those openings. I mean, you're talking about a very, very high level caliber of a fighter inside of El Relámpago, where any margin of error can be detrimental. And we saw that earlier in the first round with those 2 knockdowns by Omar Juarez. Look at him working the body very, very swiftly. A little bit of a response there by El Niño de Oro, but really Omar seems unfazed completely. And the referee Zavala will break him up. We're going to get these last 10 seconds underway. And the crowd here is saying, que se moche, que se moche. And that's the conclusion of round number 2.
9 round in favor of Juarez. You can see how much it's helped him now. For a week, Juarez was training with Bob Santos. Then he went to his main trainer, Recuerta Nunez, out of San Antonio, Texas. And he's arrived focused for this. Looks in shape, looks great. And what a fantastic test he has in Jesus El Niño de Oro Maldonado. Trying to be the first one ever to stop El Niño de Oro. Jesus Maldonado never been stopped before. And the action continues. This one's going to get good, as we all know. Maldonado definitely recovered from a horrific first round. Now fighting much better, much more aggressive. And Juarez just sticking to the basics, and ultimately, still showing his dominance. But El Niño de Oro is showing his heart that he's known to give, and the power behind those shots. It's a much closer round, definitely the closest round of the fight thus far. And Maldonado just really needs to turn it up if he wants to have a chance to win this fight. But still, this fight is far from over. This is the 3rd round of this 6-round fight here on TV Azteca, Texas.
And look, obviously, I think that first round, Maldonado was relying a lot on the counter punching, and he was kind of waiting like a duck. Obviously, these 2nd and 3rd round, I still got to give it to Relámpago for still outpointing him by a very decent margin. But the key to Maldonado has been to start trying to produce offense and not wait on the counter attack, because every time he's waiting to counter attack, Relámpago is just hitting some nice shots that are really putting into effect, that are putting pain on El Niño de Oro Maldonado. So you can see Maldonado trying to really put that weight up against him, try to get him against the ropes against the rope in that corner. But Relámpago doing a great job of maintaining his position, and I'm sure he's going to try to. Well, the referee got some separated, giving a little warning on Maldonado to be careful with that head usage, as he relies on it a lot to try to push his opponent forward. We're down to these last 30 seconds. Let's see what either fighter is able to amount here as we close off the midway point for this 6-round bout tonight of the main event here at Juarez Rolo Promotions. Again, live on TV Azteca, Texas, La Casa del Boxeo. Remember to have those notifications on. And we got these last 10 seconds as these Warriors are slugging out the halfway point. What a shot by Relámpago. Return fire by Maldonado. And Maldonado is fired up going into his corner. Get some more punches flowing, some more combinations. The only issue is when Maldonado stays from a far distance, it makes it very difficult for him to land. Obviously, his game plan is staying in from that semi-clinched position where they're both in the pocket and exchanging. And look, Omar, I got to give credit to him. He's not really even trying to, he's telling Maldonado, you want to work in the pocket? We can work in the pocket. I could go either way. We could stay at the range, or we can stay in the pocket. I got no problems with that. Look at them. What a nice uppercut landed by El Relámpago. Juarez followed up with a nice body shot. Let's see if Maldonado has a response here going into this 4th round. Hook just nearly grazes El Relámpago.
Diego, this is turning out to be one heck of a spirited fight. I am very impressed with this main event. Great job by Juarez Roto Promotions, along with TV Azteca Texas. I mean, what an exciting main event. It started out horrible for Maldonado, but he is showing signs of life and coming back and making this a rough and tough, dirty fight. And we're not going to know who's going to be the winner until the final bell of this fight. You can hear the Davilos corner now screaming at their fighter, and now he's fighting, leading in with his head, trying to mix it up on the inside, trying to make it his fight, trying to disrupt, Omar Juarez's fight. And Maldonado is now coming on strong and is showing signs of life to the young prospect now from Brownsville, Texas. But I'll tell you what, this is slowly but surely turning out to be quite a spirited contest here at Next Generation, brought to you by Juarez Rolo here on TV Azteca Texas. Wow.
Well, look, you called that earlier yesterday as we were at the weigh-ins. You've been a big fan. Myself, I want to say I became a fan of El Maldonado. This last card we had here, 6th of July versus Sammy El Gallo Fino Castañeda, put up a heck of a performance. Again, Sammy Castañeda was no easy opponent. He was 5-0, 4 knockouts coming into that bout. And look, he went with, one of the judges gave it a draw, which was meaning that Maldonado was in the game the whole time. So again, whoever thought that Maldonado was going to be a pushover tonight was completely wrong. Is El Relámpago still up? On my humble point of view, yeah, Relámpago is still up. But whoever thought this was going to be a landslide, by no means. The Laredo native, Maldonado, came here to put up a show for the fight fans here. And obviously, Relámpago doing what he knows how to do best is mark up those combinations. Not really trying to use the range too much, as he's welcoming in that pocket presence with Maldonado. And we can hear the very Juarez Pro crowd here tonight as we're coming to the conclusion of the 4th round. We got 2 more rounds to go.